The Novritsch SSP versus the Glock 17 Airsoft versions. Which one's better? Find out next on Shot Tactics. Alright folks, so these are two very popular airsoft guns. Got both of them here. We're going to do some talking about them and some comparisons to see which one I think's best here. So the Glock 17, very popular gun, the real version of it. Now you got an airsoft platform in it and looks just like it, feels just like it, and I love that about it. It has the Glock lettering and words on the side, the grips, the trigger, the sights. I mean, everything is just identical to a real Glock. And the Glock 17 is actually the #1 selling handgun in the USA, and you can see why. It's just such a great gun, feels good in your hand. The Novritsch SSP, based on the classic 1911 platform, that's been a super popular gun design for many years. Has a very sexy grip to it, all metal. The Glock, I didn't mention, but the Glock is a metal upper, polymer lower. So SSP, you have a metal upper and then a plastic grip as well. So similar in that design. There's a little bit more metal on the SSP as far as this part. This part of the Glock is plastic. But you'll notice right away, holding the two of them side by side, the SSP is much heavier, and that is because it is a bigger gun. See, it's longer, it's taller, and the weight difference is about 11 ounces. The Glock comes in at 25.8, almost 26 ounces. The SSP comes in at 37 ounces. So you definitely notice the weight difference in your hands when you hold them, that this one is heavier. So another thing worth talking about with these two guns is the magazines. The Glocks only hold 17 rounds. The SSP holds 31 rounds. So as you can see, SSP magazine much bigger. That's because it holds 14 more rounds, almost twice as much as the Glock. So that's a big deal when going into a firefight, having that many rounds. You're not going to be having to worry about reloading as much with the SSP versus what you would be doing with the Glock. So that's a pretty big selling point to me on these two, is the larger magazine. And another thing, and you're really going to notice this when I get to shooting it, is SSP much more recoil and much louder. But we'll go ahead and check that out, show you what I'm talking about. Alright, so now we're going to do a little bit of shooting with the two and let you see how they do. I want you to pay attention to the recoil and the sound difference between the two. I've got the Novritsch and the Glock both right here, so let's give them a shot. Okay, I've got the Glock on the top, Novritsch on the bottom. So let's go Glock, Novritsch. Glock, Novritsch. Tilting this way. As you can see, there's a considerable more recoil and noise with the Glock.
Oops, sorry, that was a slip. I meant to say the SSP, the Novritsch. My bad. Novritsch, way more kick and noise.
It's just pushing it back way farther than this one is, so it's a little bit louder and more recoil with this, but still it's nothing to be unmanageable. These are airsoft guns, not real guns, so not that big a difference really, if you're looking at it that way. Much less than a real gun. So that's a good thing about this one is, if you're going in trying to clear a room or something, it's loud. So you can go in loud and in charge and, kind of be intimidating with this gun a little bit. So for that purpose, it gets the win on that, but a little bit more recoil and sound if you don't like that. So now that we have shown you the recoil and the sound on the two, let's do a little bit of shooting with them. Okay, I count 10 shots with the SSP, all on target. I have one down here, a few up here, some here, one right there by the bullseye. So not really tight groupings, but for the distance I was at, I was probably, I'd say about 25-30 yards. You know, I'm happy with this, not bad. Okay, so as you can see, only 1, 2, 3, 4 shots out of 10 on target there. So not so good. One was pretty dead on bullseye, but overall not good shooting. All right, well that was fun. Let's talk about these targets a little bit more, shall we? So as you can see, I was much more accurate with the SSP versus the Glock. I was able to put 9 out of 10 shots on target with the SSP versus 4 with the Glock. Much more accurate. So that right there, to me, when you can shoot a gun better, you need to hang on to that one. So for me, the clear winner in these two is the Novritsch over the Glock. Much more accurate, more ammunition. You can't go wrong with it. And also, as I said, just the loudness, the intimidation factor, like going in, breaching a room, clearing a room with the SSP versus the Glock. Very loud, proud, and in charge with the SSP. And just the recoil to it, very realistic, makes you feel like you're shooting a real gun. So, you know, in these two, I gotta say, the SSP is the winner of the day. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this, folks. I had some fun today with these. Hope you guys did too. Be sure and subscribe. Next, we're going to be taking a look at some sniper rifles so I can show you my thoughts and comparisons on those as well. But be sure and subscribe, folks. You don't want to miss it. Thanks so much. Be sure and check us out next time on Shot Tactics.